Christiana Elementary families. I'm Mr. Lafferty, your new principal, and this is our assistant principal, Mr. Bogan. This is a very unusual orientation, but this is how we're going to be doing it this year for all of our families. We would love to have you here, but it's just one of those, well, no, it's not one of those. It's a very unique year, isn't it, Mr. Bogan? So we want to welcome everyone. And go ahead, Mr. Bogan, what do we want to welcome to?
Christiana Elementary, home of the greatest faculty, staff, and students in the state of Tennessee.
I would like to thank everyone for the amazing start of school we've had under the most unusual circumstances. Again, we'd love to have everyone in the gym or come down to your classroom to meet the teacher for an in-person welcome. It's just not possible due to the RCS protocols. So we decided we'd try to help you all get oriented, like many of our students already are, the distance learning way.
And our teachers and staff are working extremely hard this year to provide our students with the best educational experience ever, whether they are here, in person, or online with distance learning. I can also say that our students have been doing a terrific job so far following the Wildcat Way and following our 3 W's. Wash your hands, wear your mask, and watch your distance.
Families, this truly is a partnership if we're going to keep our schools up and running this year. And we need your help. Make sure that you go through those COVID questions and temperature checks with your student before sending them to school. We only want them here if they're ready to learn and well.
One of the biggest challenges we have encountered so far is arrival and dismissal. Remember, school starts at 7:30, but we would like to have kids in their classroom by 7:25. This way, they will not miss morning announcements. After 7:30, students will be counted tardy and sent to the office to sign in.
And here at the beginning of the year, we were unable to meet and pass out a lot of the information and card tags, so we've had to make some adjustments. But like last year, our 1st and 5th graders will drop off and pick up in the back car line, with parents using the Christiana Middle School entrance and staying in the right lane following the signs that direct you to our drop-off area. Our bus riders they've been doing a great job getting dropped off here in front of the building.
The school day ends at 2:30 p.m. We have had to stagger our dismissal procedures to assist with social distancing. Our kindergartners are beginning the dismissal process earlier, and then we continue releasing classes carefully to ensure that our students are distanced properly.
And I guess many of you have already noticed we've adjusted our kindergarten arrival and dismissal. Our kindergarten students are now being dropped off in the front car rider line closest to the building by the front playground area. Our buses are in the left lane and kindergarten cars are in the right lane.
While under normal circumstances, we would welcome visitors to the building. Currently, this is not allowed. Remember that if you are needing to come into the office, you must show your ID and wear a mask. This is an RCS policy. Please refer to the RCS and CES reopening plans for further information.
Something a little different. We have a lot of new programs here, and teachers are going to be reaching out to you about your child's progress through a lot of our new tools and our new, especially for our distance learners. You've already been working through their Clever pages. So just know that information about our grading policies are found on our website and on the RCS website. But if you have any questions about your child's grades or their progress, just be sure to let the teacher know. A lot of times they'll come to Mr. Bogan and I about a situation. Sometimes they can be handled better by just reaching out to your teacher.
Please use discretion when discussing student information with your child's teacher. We are partners in their education, and we truly want this relationship to be mutually respectful and courteous. We are dealing with some trying times, and we want to serve our students in the best way possible.
Something that came about this week is we've had some birthdays, and we know that you want to celebrate birthdays and you want to bring in those cupcakes and those cookies, but at this time, due to RCS restrictions, we can't have outside food. And for our cafeteria, you know, a lot of times our students may keep charging meals, but we will have to send out balances, information regarding those balances. And remember, it's the family responsibility to send the lunch from home for the child if funds are not available to settle those lunch accounts. And lunch accounts must be cleared at the end of each 9-week period. just refer to our student handbook for more information. Our student handbook does have information also regarding staff attire and student attire, and the policy that we use for our students is actually the same policy for all those people entering the building. So remember, we want our students looking ready to learn and feeling ready to learn.
As for discipline, we will follow the behavior codes in the student handbook. The codes will be marked in the student agenda, which parents will initial nightly. We will also be using Seesaw as a form of communication for those learners both in person as well as distance.
And like he said, we're going to be using the agenda a lot more once we get those passed out and get going here. We just want to encourage a behavior that's conducive to your child's learning. We will continue with our RTIB program, providing positive behavior supports throughout our building. One of the most important policies we want you guys to be aware of, again, to keep our schools safe, we do not have any weapons of any kind that are brought on our campus, and that includes toy weapons. So parents, we may need your assistance with this to check those backpacks if your kids like to play with some of those items. So this policy does also extend to our buses. Remember, behavior on a bus is very crucial at this point, and bus riding is a privilege. So RCS policies must be followed.
Also, if a student has an electronic device, it should be in their backpack and turned off. The use of a cell phone or other electronic device with internet, calling, or texting capabilities, including smartwatches, is prohibited during the school day. They must remain in the student's backpack and be turned off while at school. This procedure also includes regular school arrival and dismissal times. If the requirements listed above are not met, items will be confiscated, and further consequences may be imposed. Parents may be requested to come to the school for the return of the item.
Something that's coming up soon is we will begin with our safety drills. And now, for those of you who are new to our system, we want you to know that RCS safety drills, we conduct various crisis drills throughout the school year. But we do want to you to rest assured that we're going to keep it limited here at the beginning due to some of our COVID restrictions. Your teachers have already been teaching the emergency procedures for a variety of situations, and that's how we practice them with our drills. All persons in the building are expected to fully participate with the drills when they occur. So you might hear your student talk about the different codes. That's something we're learning, and just to keep everyone safe as possible.
And parents, we know that your teachers have already been communicating about those things that are unique to your child's classroom. As we said, this year is a little different due to the distance learning option being added. We wanted to give you a peek into both learning environments, see the videos that are included to look at a distance learning classroom and an in-person experience. We also suggest going to your child's teacher's webpage to view their welcome video.
Again, families, we have had a wonderful start to the school year, and as always, if you have any questions about your child's experience here at Christiana Elementary, please reach out. Mr. Bogan and I, we're always here to help you with questions, and we just want the best start of school year ever, even under such unusual circumstances. So, Mr. Bogan, how about we end our orientation with something we say every day on announcements?
Yes,
Ready?
sir.
Be respectful, be responsible, be safe, and stay positive.